Hello guys! Welcome to another fabulous video shot in my apartment here in Berlin. I thought since we never really talked about it before, I would show you what an apartment in Germany looks like, or at least what my apartment in Germany looks like. Depending on where you're from, you might notice that some things are super different and some things are pretty similar. First off, why have I moved to fabulous, where is it? Berlin, Germany. Number one, I think the culture here is super cool. I love the street art. I love how many awesome free things there are to do. I love that it's such an international, cosmopolitan city. And I just think it's tons of fun, and the people who I meet here are really cool. Another thing is this city and this apartment are really affordable. I have had rent here in shared apartments as low as 275 euros per month all in. So that's enough reasons for me. I've lived in this apartment for about a year. It has taken me this long to make this video because it's taken me that long to actually furnish and decorate this apartment. One other thing that was really important to me was that it had some character. So this is actually a converted attic. I love that the windows have these unique shapes. I love that I have skylights. This apartment basically had everything that I wanted and needed. I just love it more with every passing day. I have a friend who jokingly says that this room looks like it belongs to an 80-year-old woman. And I just think it's really exciting that things like this are available here. So yeah, I did get really excited about furnishing my place with a lot of old looking things because to me that's very new. Basically, this entire apartment is flea market furnished, and that is for three big reasons. One, I think it gives it so much more personality than it would have if I just bought everything from IKEA and it looked like everyone else's house. Number two, I really like stimulating the local economy that way, and it's much better for the environment. And number three, the secondhand stuff in Europe is so cool. I actually had so much fun furnishing my apartment, and I did it for not a lot of money. This is actually probably my favorite thing in the whole place. I absolutely love this couch, and it has a matching chair as well. And my second favorite thing is this photograph above me. This is by a friend of mine here in Berlin. He's a local artist named Anthony Kurtz, and he reimagined Delacroix's Liberty Leading the People. And I just think it's a really cool statement. So that's why I have it in here. I'll show you some of the details. This is actually a photograph that he did and spent a bunch of time editing. And all of these people are various volunteers that he had as part of the shoot. I like the V for Vendetta mask and the statements that he's making here. I'm just gonna have to cover her up, I'm afraid, but this beautiful model is a representation of the modern world. I am realizing now how many nipples I have in my apartment. I'm all about free the nipple, but I don't know if YouTube is. This room actually has a lot of different uses. When I'm entertaining, I'll have people over and we can sit on the nice comfy couches in here. And also the first piece of furniture I ever bought, the very first, was this owl desk here. Tell me that you could resist an oak desk with wooden owls on it. I could not. Also, you saw my owl desk, you know that this is where I get my work done. When I'm not going out riding my bike or going to pole dancing class, which I'm super into here in Berlin, I roll out my mat in here and I do Pilates. And I use 2 old bottles filled with tap water as my hand weights. All right, this is basically my little storage unit. I'm a big fan of this one. It is a globe of the moon. I think it's from the 60s. When I saw it at the same flea market where I've bought pretty much all the stuff in here, I was like, that's mine. So this is my bedroom. You remember in MTV Cribs when they were always like, and this is where the magic happens. Well, there's not a lot of magic happening in this room, unless they mean sleeping. Then there's a lot of magic happening in this room. This is the room that made me want to live here so badly. Come inside, I want to show you why. Okay, I absolutely love all of the windows and natural light in here. This is what made me want to live here. I just thought it was so beautiful the way that the light pours in here in the morning. And I love just hanging out in here and having a very clear separation between my office and my bedroom. That is something that I learned the hard way when I was on the computer way too much and just going a little bit crazy because I was not separating my life and work enough. Freelancers, you know exactly what I mean. Got this little nook here where I usually do my makeup. These are my very important house shoes. And this girl here who is on my closet. This is the first thing that I ever bought on my first ever trip by myself, which was when I moved to Taiwan when I was 21. And it's been with me ever since for the last 10 years. It's a pretty special item too. My mom actually bought it back when she went to Indonesia for work in the 80s. I asked her really nicely if I could have it. So it's gone from Indonesia to California to Germany now. So a lot of the stuff in here has traveled a long way. This is my special little meditation corner. These pillowcases are souvenirs of mine from China. Anyone who's been to Southeast Asia might recognize this pillow. This mandala little rug here is a pretty cheap internet purchase, but it just really tied the room together. This is where I get clean. Well, actually, this is where I get clean. You'll notice that there is no shower curtain. I'm not really sure how, when you have a slanted roof, you install a shower curtain. I actually love that it's so open, and again, that I've got so much light coming in from the skylights. Also, since this room is where there's a lot of water, just like to have a little reminder of home here. These are some cool things that people have given to me or that I've just kind of picked up along the way that I like to have. That's the bathroom. Right, welcome to my kitchen. I actually spend a lot of time in here. I absolutely love cooking. I love having people over. I love making use of this kitchen. Believe it or not, it's very uncommon when you move into an apartment in Germany for it to have a kitchen. So most of the time you actually have to buy the kitchen when you move into a new apartment, which is a little bit crazy to me. So I got really lucky that this came with the apartment when I signed the lease. I really like this little detail here. I like to keep my veggies down here. These are a hand-me-down from my friend Susie. This is a flea market find. I bought it for 8 euros. And I use it to keep my kitchen utensils in. Another feature that you'll notice in a lot of Berlin apartments is a small refrigerator. So it's got this tiny little freezer, and then this is the space for all the food. Something that I think is really nice about Germany and German culture, it's a very green country. They're super into recycling here. It's actually something that people take really seriously here. Another nice thing is I had the option of signing up just for green energy for this apartment. So the electricity is all wind and water generated. It makes me feel a little bit less guilty about all of the flights that I take. Finding an apartment in Berlin is not the easiest thing. It takes most people about 2 to 3 months. I looked for a place like it was my job, so it took me 2 weeks. I was just really responsive when I showed up. I looked as presentable as possible, and I just really put a lot of effort into finding a place that worked for me. I am here on what's known as a freelancer or artist visa. I will link that in the show notes because I know a lot of people have questions on how I'm able to live here. I also have one huge announcement that I want to share with you guys. Over the past few years, you have often asked me, how can I come with you to these places? I don't really want to travel alone for the first time. Is there a way that I can ease into it more easily with a tour or something like that? Now the answer is yes. Over the last month, I have been working tirelessly. I'm talking like hours and hours per day, working on the ideal itinerary in Peru. I cannot wait to share this with you guys. We're gonna swim with sea lions, go deep into the Amazon, staying at an eco lodge, and see pink river dolphins and all this other super amazing stuff. You can learn more in the show notes. I cannot wait to see you in South America. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos every Wednesday-ish. Can't wait to see you guys next week.